I'm Dr. Maureen Craig, and I'll be giving a yoga class tonight with a focus on the pose called Sky Warrior. We'll explore that pose along with a gentle yoga flow. Let's begin by finding a seated posture on your mat, either with your legs tucked underneath you like your seat on a block, or your legs in front of you and crossed. Take a moment to arrive. Welcome yourself to yoga. Begin to take a nice full breath in, stretching up the spine. On the exhale, feeling the body land, arriving, being present. Another full breath in, long exhale. Then I want you to take a physiological sigh. So at the nice full breath in, and at the top of the full breath, inhale just a bit more and then a long exhale. Inhale, a bit more, and release. Repeat that 2 or 3 more times, letting your exhales be complete. Once more. And then returning to your natural breath and just resting your attention on the breath over the heart. Being very present with your experience and listening to your inner weather. How are you doing in this moment? Accepting what is here with kindness. When you're ready, raise your arms up overhead, inhaling. Exhale, bring the arms out to a T. A little faster now. Inhale, exhale, back and forth. In, out, in, out. We're going to do this about 20 times. Take a big breath in, slow breath out. Bring the arms up into cactus. Find your breath. We'll inhale as the arms pull back, the elbows pull back at the level of the shoulder. Exhale as you bring the elbows together and push your spine out behind you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. About 20 times now with the breath. Big breath in and release. Hands to heart. Natural breath. Reach your arms out into a T. Exhale that right hand to the mat, sweep over. Inhale, sweep the sky. Come on over to the other side. Inhale, coming across the mat. This time, roll the heart towards the mat. Inhale, reach up with the gaze and the arm. Exhale, bring that left hand down to the mat and take the back arm up. Inhale back, hands up to the sky. Coming into your T. And drop that hand to the other side now. Sweep the right hand over, gaze at the mat, Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, roll that hand down and lift up the back arm. And release. Good job. Okay, now take your block out in front of you and bring your left foot out to the side. You're going to come into a side plank posture. You can use your block if you'd like to, but the knee is down. Bring that hand to the mat and take the top arm up. Option to bring that arm over the ear. And then if you'd like to, you can also sweep to grab your foot and push and lengthen through the knee as you squeeze the glute on the left. Push that knee far away from you. And then bring that foot back down to the mat. And let's practice a version of your side plank. So you can bring both knees down. You can have both hands down to support you in side plank. You can start to lift so that you're more supported just by one arm. Make sure that the wrist and the shoulder are underneath each other. And then lift up the top arm. Now if you're ready to move beyond the knees, then go with a nice wide stance with the feet so they're far apart, like a fallen triangle. And let's breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee back down and the other knee down. We'll take these moves on the other side. Hand down, and now your right foot out. Reach that hand up to the sky and over the top of the ear if that's comfortable for your shoulder. Your knee down, side plank. And then sweep that foot, push that knee away from you. You don't have to do this move, but it gives you a good opening to the front of the hip. Squeezing that glute on the right. And then releasing that foot out and finding your version of side plank. So you can have the knees down or you can have your feet out and stacked or split. You can actually have the foot way out in front of you if you prefer. Whatever works for you. 5 breaths. And then bringing your knees down. And coming into our cat-cow posture. So both knees down and your hands down on the mat. Your shoulders over your wrists. And begin to slowly undulate the spine. Inhale and exhale. Finishing the cycle you're on. Taking one more. And then pausing in your table. Push your right heel back, your left thumb to the sky. Feel that length from the tip of your finger through your heel. Inhale a little lift. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale long. Exhale away. Inhale long. Exhale, sweep away. Bring your hand down, the ball of your foot down. Take a bit of a calf stretch. And then switching sides, bring your left heel back. Right thumb to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale long. Exhale away. Lengthen. And sweep off center. Inhale. And bring the hand and the ball of the foot to the mat. Getting a bit of a stretch there. Cleansing breath, both knees down on the mat. Tuck the toes, walk the hands, one hand print forward. Lift the knees and slowly bring the heels towards the mat. And press your chest towards your thighs. Slowly pedaling out to your down dog. Inhale, coming into plank. Take 3 breaths here. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, down dog. Coming back to plank, 3 breaths. Push to down dog. Wag the tail. Take a look between your thumbs, and on the exhale, step or hop, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift, flat back. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back, the inner thighs, spinning to the back wall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms behind you, squeeze your glutes. Tall mountain. And release. Beautiful. Okay. Well, now we're going to do our little balance posture for this evening. And we're going to start by coming to the top or the front of your mat, whichever is better for you. And we're going to go through lifting the leg, sweeping back to airplane, and then warrior 3. So find a position where your feet are comfortable, toes spread, good balance in the foot, and then find a focus point, someplace that you can look at and keep your gaze. We call that a drishti point. And then as you're looking at your drishti point, bring all the weight to one leg as you bring your knee up. Like give it a little hug, and then push it back into airplane. Reach back with that toe. Slowly flatten the back and bring the arms forward for your warrior 3, and then you can flex the foot. 2 breaths. And return. Ooh, just barely made that. My balance was getting challenged. But that's what we do. Balance challenges, right? Is to grow from it. Okay, let's try it on the other side, holding your focus point. And I noticed that my focus point had to switch as I entered warrior 3. So maybe you want to choose a focus point a little bit closer to you rather than too far in the distance. Bring all the weight to one foot. Bring the knee up. Might give it a bit of a hug. And then sweep back into airplane. Point the toe. And then coming forward into your warrior 3. 2 breaths. And returning to your mountain. How did you do? Remember, it's a practice. Everything we do here is a practice. Let's come to the top of our mat and we'll begin our flow practice. Mountain. Feel your joints stacking, reaching through the crown. Inhale, sweep those arms up, tall mountain. Exhale. Let's bring the arms out open to the right. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale and open to the left. As we do this, inhale, I want you to think of trying to keep your hips facing forward. Inhale, and then exhale, open. Inhale to the front, exhale, open on the left. One more time, each side. Exhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push the tailbone back as you float down, forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold and bring your knee down for a low lunge. Let the hips sink towards that front heel. Modified warrior 1. Option for temple fingers. Slide your arms back around the ears, but keep those shoulders happy. Option to lift your heart and your gaze. Bring the hands down to the mat and walk the hands back for your hurdler stretch. Draw the toes back. Lengthen the back of that front leg. And then walk your hands forward. Tuck the back toes, coming to your runner's lunge. Plant the right hand down, the left hand goes to the sky. Bring that left hand down and step back for your plank. And then let's take a little flow here. Bring your knees down, your elbows in, chest and chin. Inhale, roll the heart up, cobra. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale, the right foot goes up, bend the knee, stack the hips. We're coming to extended leg side plank. So sweep that top leg underneath the body and out in front of you as the left hand goes up. Bring the left hand down, return the right foot to the sky. Exhale, bring the right foot or right knee behind the right wrist. And I want my block under my right hand. You may not need that, but I like having that there. Sliding the right shin forward for a good stretch in the outer right hip. Breathing with that for 2 or 3 breaths. Then slide that shin back. Frame out your hands and sweep that right foot back to the sky. Exhale, step that foot forward between the hands. Runner's lunge, 2 lanes of traffic. Leave the left hand down. The right hand reaches for the sky. Slide that back kneecap up. And then step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift and fold. Inhale, sweep it up and release. A little empty coat sleeves. Releasing tension as it builds, and we'll come to this practice on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, and we're going to open to the side. Inhale. Exhale, open to the side. And again. One more time each side. Exhale and fold. Half lift and fold, stepping back on the left, bringing that knee down to the mat. Then let your hips sink towards that front heel. Reach the arms up. Modified warrior 1. Bring the hands to the mat and walk back for your hurdler stretch. Draw the toes back. Walking forward, coming to your runner's lunge. Tuck the back toes. Lift the kneecap, and the right hand reaches for the sky. Fallen cross or dragonfly twist. The right hand comes down. The right foot steps back. Taking a float, knees, elbows in, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Nice and high, bend the knee, stack the hips. Exhale, sweep that foot underneath your body and out in front of you. And that lets the right hand come up in a side plank, extended leg side plank. The right hand comes down, the left foot back to the sky. Exhale, bring it behind the left wrist. Slide the shin forward a little bit, gives you a different stretch in the outer hip on the left side. 2 or 3 breaths here. Slide that shin back. Frame out the hands. Push the left foot back up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, right between the hands. Runner's lunge, keeping the right hand down. The left hand goes to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Bring that hand down, and on the exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Feel your shoulder blades sliding down the back, the tailbone reaching behind you, and even your inner thighs spinning a bit to the back wall. Lift the back of the tailbone. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, squeeze your glutes, rise, tall mountain, and release. Okay, that was a C series, Sorry Namaskara C. We always like to start with a warm-up flow, and that gives us a little bit of flexibility in our bodies. Moving on now to a B series. We're going to start with that arm opening, that scissoring of the arms. So find your mountain posture, let your heels rest, your toes spread. Reach the arms up. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale. Right. And up. And left. And up. Reach the arms behind you in a big circle. Drop the hips and knees, come into your chair. Feel the heels pressing away from each other. Breathing. Exhale and fold. Inhale, a half lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold, and step out to your plank. Taking a flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, high to low push-up. And moving on to cobra or up dog. In up dog, the tops of the feet are pressed into the mat. Then tuck your toes and push to down dog. From down dog, lift the left foot up. Exhale and bring it forward between your hands. Drop the back heel so the toes are at 3 o'clock. Then rise into warrior two. This one here, we have our footing in a single lane of traffic. Our hips are turned towards the side, but the front knee is over the ankle. Find your warrior two and your breath. 3 breaths here. Turn the front hand over and come to your reverse warrior, your peaceful warrior, reaching straight up, straight down. One more breath. Slowly bring your elbow to your knee and reach the back arm up to the sky. Extended side angle. Option for that top arm to come over the ear. Then roll the arm all the way back and have it tuck behind your sacrum and let the shoulder roll open with your gaze coming up. And slowly work our way to sky warrior. So straighten the front knee, sweep the arm up and over, and lift that front toe if that's available to you. Gaze is at the sky. 2 breaths. And windmill the hands back to the mat. Step back for your plank. Taking a flow here, high to low push-up, or your regular knees, chest, chin. Rolling up in cobra or up dog, and then followed, we all meet in down dog. Now we will take these poses on the other side. So lifting up your right foot, bring the right foot between the hands. Let the back foot heel drop, toes out to 9 o'clock, and find your warrior two on this side. Now if you find when you get up that your stride isn't quite the right length, make your adjustments there. Breathing here in warrior two, keeping that knee directly over the ankle. 2 more breaths. Rotate the front palm up and come into your peaceful warrior. Keep drawing the kneecap of that back leg up the leg. Find your energy in your low spine and let yourself slowly come into extended side angle where the elbow lands on the knee. The top arm comes up and over the ear. After your 3rd breath, bring that top arm, hand all the way behind the sacrum and roll the shoulder open. And now we're going to lift into Sky Warrior here. Straighten that front knee, draw your hip back, reach the arm up and over the head. Gaze up at the sky, draw the front toes up if that's available to you. Windmill your arms back to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left and take your flow here. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra, dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths in down dog. On the inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep into your chair. Hands at the heart and splash up and out of your pose, your chair. Okay, let's come to the top of our mat. And we'll take another flow series, and this time adding in just a few extra things, okay? Finding your mountain. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Sweep the arms back. Come into your chair. Exhale and fold. Inhale, a half lift. Lengthen the spine. Fold and step out to your plank. Take your flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Meet me in down dog. We'll begin our flow on this one just the same here, lifting that back leg up. Option to stack the hips, step it forward, coming to warrior two on this side. Finding that warrior two in you. Peaceful warrior. Gently moving to extended side angle. And then coming up to your sky warrior. Lifting those front toes. Releasing the foot to the mat. Turn yourself to the edge of the mat. Press on the front of the thighs and fold. Walk your hands all the way over to your left foot. Take a bit of a stretch there. Then walk the rainbow over to the right foot. Take a bit of a stretch there. Then turn all the way to the back of the mat. Line up your runner's lunge. Leave the left hand down and take your dragonfly twist. Bring the right hand down. Step the right foot back. We're going to be at the back of our mat now. And taking a flow here. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Inhale, gazing to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop forward. Half lift and fold. Reach behind you, sweep into your chair. Hands to the heart and splash out. Now we're at the back of our mat and we'll continue that same flow but from the other side. Feel your mountain. Inhale the arms up, open to the right, arms up, open to the left, arms up, right, arms tall mountain, and left. Inhale up, sweep the arms back, come into your chair. Exhale and fold. Inhale a half lift. Exhale, fold, step back for your plank. Taking your flow here, any one of your choosing. We meet in down dog. Inhale that right foot up. Exhale, step it forward, coming to your warrior two at the back of your mat. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. And then sky warrior. Release the feet to face the long edge of the mat. Press on the tops of the thighs. Bring your spine forward and fold to the earth. Let the tailbone lean back as your fingers crawl forward. Shimmy the spine a little bit. Walk your hands towards the right foot. Little stretch towards that knee, a little softness in that knee. And then walk the rainbow to the front foot. Coming back to the front of your mat, we'll come into a runner's lunge posture. Leave the right hand down, the left hand reaches up. Bring the left hand down and step back to your plank. Taking or skipping your flow. We meet in down dog. 3 breaths here. Hot out onto the mat. Float it forward into your plank. 3 breaths. Float your right foot and push it up. Float it back down. Switch the foot. Push it up. Float it down. Both feet down, 3 breaths. Bring your knees down. Walk your knees through your arms and bring your bottom down onto the mat. We're going to come into our core practice. Release yourself slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, onto the mat. And bring your heels up close to your glutes. Press the back of the head into the mat to slide your shoulders under as we prepare for bridge. Let the heels be heavy, toes lifted and spread. Press into the heels as you push the small of the back onto the mat and slowly lift the hips. Draw the knees together and begin to press into the heels and the shoulders, lifting the chin. Engage the pelvic floor. And then lift your heels And lengthen your spine, reaching the tailbone for the heels. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Make some circles on your back. And let your right heel come down right behind your glute, the knee still up. The left knee and shin in tabletop. Reach the right arm behind you, reaching way up. Exhale, bring that elbow up towards the knee in the crunch. Inhale it open. Exhale, crunch. Right elbow to left knee. Exhale. We're going to do 4 more, nice and slow. Two more. You can actually stretch the toes out on the left side too. Inhale it open. Exhale it in. And switching sides now. The left heel comes down, the right shin in tabletop. Reach the left arm up. Push that right toe away at 45. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, open. And exhale. Open. Exhale, crunch. Four more. 3, 2, 1 more. Bringing the heels back down. We'll bring our arms alongside the body and slide the thumbs underneath the sacrum. Let the feet come up and just lower the heels about 1/3 of the way. Take a couple breaths. 1/3 of the way and couple breaths. As you bring them just to float over the earth, squeeze the glutes, 2 breaths. Zip them up, 1/3, 2 breaths. 1/3, 2 breaths. Float the heels, 2 breaths. Zip them up, one more time through, 1/3, 2 breaths. 2/3, 2 breaths. Float the heels, squeeze the glutes, 2 breaths. Bring the heels in, release the thumbs, and prepare for a bridge. Sweep the hips up, roll the shoulders under. Push into the heels and the shoulders, lift the chin. Another breath. And slowly release the spine. Bring your hands to your knees. Draw some circles on your back. First in one direction and then the other. Then keeping one foot in, let the other one go long and stretch up the legs. Taking my left leg first and then switching. Bring the right leg in as the left heel goes long. Take a breath or two there. And then releasing both feet to the mat. Bridge up to slide a block underneath the sacrum. Bringing your knees in, heels to the sky. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Couple breaths here, and if you'd like, let the heels drift apart a bit. Let your exhales be complete. The body growing heavy as you're letting go of more tension. With the next exhale, the heels can come together. And the knees in towards the chest. And releasing the heels to the mat, bridge up and take the block out from underneath you. Bring your hands onto your knees and down onto your shins and rock the shins and the hips back and forth, left and right. The knees drifting apart a little bit, catching yourself with your elbows. Holding the right leg in, let the left heel go long. Let the right leg come open a little bit to the right and then sweep it across the body, extending the foot out in front of you. The gaze and the right arm out behind you. Breathing and letting go. Let the twist squeeze through you. Lift the left hand under the right knee, bringing you back through center. And switch, letting the right leg go long. And the left hand into the left knee. Bring it out to the left and then switch it over to the right hand. And roll into your long spinal twist on this side as the left leg reaches out in front of you and your gaze comes behind you with the left arm. Use the breaths to really release you in that twist. And when you're ready, bring your right hand underneath your left leg back to center. And unwind yourself onto your mat for your final resting posture. Pull your hands up to the sky. Let the shoulder blades slide under as you press into the back of the head. Feel the weight of the body arriving on the earth supporting you. This is for you. No place to go and nothing to do. No one to be but who you are already. You are enough. And you belong and you matter. Letting the breath slowly ebb and flow from the body. And letting that rhythm speak to your heart. Letting go of tension with each exhale. Heavy, soft, and warm. And the eyes soft. And the jaw unhinged. Resting on the breath, moment by moment, breath by breath. Whatever you notice around you, just letting it be. And deepening your breath a bit. Finding a little movement if you'd like, or continuing in stillness. Option to bring your hands to your heart. Bring a little kindness to your experience, knowing that sometimes life can be challenging. If you're having a challenging moment, it deserves kindness. When you're ready, taking a bit of a stretch or drawing your knees in towards your chest, comforting the low back a bit. When you're ready, coming to a seated posture to close our practice time together. Thank you for your practice, and thank you for joining me. May you take a bit of your work, your practice, into your life. May it bring you peace and joy. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Hope you have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.